In this video, I'm giving you a weight loss update and telling you where I am in my version 2 of Bright Line Eating. Hey, thank you for joining me. My name is Angela. If you're new to my channel, I lost 60 pounds, majority of it on Bright Line Eating last year. Then I renounced the program. Then I renounced my renunciation of the program. I'm back on it. I call it version 2 because I'm doing things a little bit differently. There are a lot of people on Bright Line Eating who say, trust the plan, trust the plan. The weight loss plan works for many people, but I think that there are many more people that it doesn't work for, and that is where I come in because I am publicizing and promoting that a lot of people who start Bright Line Eating develop binge eating disorder, or if like me, they already had binge eating disorder, the weight loss plan makes it worse. I am talking about this transparently and honestly. By the way, if I look to the side, it's because I'm in an infrared sauna at the gym where I attend. I'm like, just finished with my cardio, did a little strength training. Here I am, and I can only record as long as there's nobody else in here. I would just feel weirded out being like, let me talk about weight loss, and there's somebody in the infrared sauna. But I'm talking about this honestly because I feel that the weight loss plan for Bright Line Eating works for a certain portion of the population. Maybe you have, I don't know, maybe you've never had binge eating disorder, maybe you're not active, maybe you are a postmenopausal female, maybe you're petite. I have no idea what the parameters are, but for portions of the population like me who continue to exercise and are active regularly, or already had a strong metabolism, has already strength trained a lot and built up a lot of muscle, or you're younger, or you come from higher numbers, the weight loss plan could be very hard to stick to. And so a lot of people unfortunately develop binge eating disorder, or it worsens their binge eating disorder like it did for me. Like, I've never in my life had such severe binges as I did last year at the end of when I was doing Bright Line Eating. So I've talked about that a lot in my videos here on YouTube. Now that I'm doing Bright Line Eating version 2, the changes that I've made are I've continued to exercise because in my first go around last year, I stopped my physical activity. And for me, it's like a mental health thing. It's like my time for myself. It gives me endorphins. I feel great. I don't want to stop that. This go around also, I have added in extra food. And for binge eating disorder, Bright Line Eating's coach named Dr. Joy specializes in helping people with eating disorders, whether it's anorexia, bulimia, binge eating disorder, whatever it is. She can help you. And one of the things for binge eating disorder is that you get extra food. You can add extra food and treat it like medicine, and you make that your plan and you stick to it. So when I started Bright Line Eating, it's been a month ago today, 1 month on Bright Line Eating. How many pounds am I down? I started at 203.2 and today I'm 188. So that's 15 pounds. 15 pounds in a month. That is massive. I need to make that the title of this video. 15 pounds in a month on Bright Line Eating. That's crazy because it's been 1 month as of today. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh. Once I get back at it, I'm just like in the zone. I'm in the zone. I have not eaten sugar or flour. I did mess with my quantities a bit on Thursday night. I was at a book club. We had a charcuterie board. I just ate a little too much cheese, but I moved past it. I even talked about that yesterday on my channel here in a little YouTube short. Another commitment I want to make to you here on YouTube. As someone who watches my channel, I want to thank you. And I also want to tell you that I'm going to start trying my best to give more frequent updates, even as just little shorts, as an accountability method for me, and almost like a visual diary of the changes that I'm making as I go throughout this journey and what's working for me and maybe what's not working for me. For example, the book club, I didn't feel good about that extra cheese that I ate, but I'll be honest, I saw it as the lesser of two evils. Everybody around me was drinking NMD, not my drink, alcohol, and they were enjoying food that I would not have enjoyed. So that's just something that I felt was the lesser of two evils. So I ate some extra cheese. Somebody's coming here. So I'm literally vlogging at my gym. There's people working out down there, but I have to take this time because my son, who just turned 4 last weekend, is in the child care center of the gym. So I'm like, this is the only time I have to really make this video and get it up here at noon on Saturdays, because I do my best to try to upload once a week on Saturdays with more surprise pop-up videos throughout the week. So I was like, let me honor my commitment to YouTube and just get this video up here. So I also wanted to say that the adding in food, I think, is a really good decision if you fall within the population that the weight loss food, the weight loss plan leaves you hungry or cranky, or you have this detox phase where you just feel like you can't stick to it. Then do like I did. I took the weight loss plan and I added in an extra protein and an extra grain and an extra fat. And I think that those 3 additions have been sustainable for me, and it's helped me get past the the detox phase, if you will, where your taste buds are changing and where you just have headaches because you're addicted to sugar and your body's getting rid of that, in that detox phase. So I definitely feel like this was the right decision for me, and I encourage those of you out there, not all of you, because there are some people who will do the weight loss plan and it just clicks and it's the right plan for you. But if you have binge eating disorder and you feel like it's not enough food, unfortunately for me and for many people who suffer from binge eating disorder, the feeling of hunger is a trigger to binge. It was for me. And just adding the extra foods in have been fantastic. I have had some days where I had some hunger. There was one day when, because I was in a hurry and I was on the go all day, I actually ate the weight loss plan with only like an extra half a protein, and I was so hungry that day. And I said, my body likes the extra food. So now that I'm telling you all this, and now that I'm at a month, I do want to say that there is a period of adjustment where your metabolic rate adjusts to the food that you're giving it. And I actually think that I could survive off the weight loss plan with just an extra protein, because a couple of days this week, I've taken away the extra fat and the extra grain, and I've been okay. But keep in mind, I've been doing this plan for several weeks now. I don't recommend that within the first 2 weeks. I think you need to just kind of get in the habits, get in the automaticity. But once you're at that phase, then you can do like I do and pull back the ads if you're really like, I want to be more aggressive with my weight loss. I also want to say that the weight I am today, 188, ironically, is the exact weight that I started at the very first time that I did Bright Line Eating, which was about, I think, a year and a half ago. It was September, Labor Day, I think, 2020. So a year and a half ago, a year and 8 months ago or so, right? Because it's June right now, July, August, September. A year and 9 months ago. So almost 2 years ago now that I think about it. It really doesn't matter. Y'all are watching this, like, who cares when you do this? Just move on. So I know that when I first started Bright Line Eating, the very first time, I was 188 pounds, and I lost 21 pounds in 3 months being a crystal baser, meaning like I didn't break the lines at all, and I was doing the weight loss plan. So this go around, I'm being more gentle on myself and giving myself the extra food. I'm also keeping in my physical activity. I've changed my mentality to not be like the black and white thinking. Again, the charcuterie board, eating the extra cheese on Thursday night, like that's a perfect example of, I was like, oh, that wasn't the best situation, but I made the best of it as I could, and I moved on, and I didn't let it trigger me into binge eating and getting off the plan. That probably would have happened in the past. I would have been like, oh, well, I broke my line, so let me just go crazy and eat everything in the world. I didn't do that, so I feel like this was good. Right now, what I'm going for is sustainability and relaxing into the plan, because I want to eat this way forever. And in order to do that, I have to make it work for my lifestyle. I travel a lot. I go and do events a lot. And when I do that, I tend to eat keto and not worry about quantities. I do try to eat more vegetables, but I'm not going to bring a scale and weigh my food. That's just me. This is what's working for me. So this is my update on Bright Line Eating. I will have more video content for you through the coming weeks. I've filmed a few videos. I just haven't had the time to edit them, but I will get that stuff up for y'all. So make sure you hit the like button on this button and subscribe, because I have more Bright Line Eating content coming out, including recipes. I've been really getting into the book, the cookbook Batch Cooking Made Easy by Natalie All. I have a link for that in my description box below, and I have more recipes coming out where I've just tried some things. So I hope that will be helpful content for you all. Meantime, I love you, and I wish you the very best on your own personal journey. We are all different. We are all trying to find what works for us, so we're doing our best. I'm sending you love through the distance and praying for you. Bye for now.